Hi. Fuck TerraFirmaCraft HardRock. I have done this before. Hi, you're back. Welcome to Go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Two things you never do. One is update your game after a year. Two is update OBS, because yeah. So we had a world. We found the Discord server. We found out that our game is rather outdated. So we did the update, and that kind of turned our last world into a unplayable mess somehow. But this being a playthrough, kind of makes sense that I bring you guys along from the start, does it not? Maybe it worked out for the better. So the plan is, one is to find clay. Two is drinkable water, so we don't die. Three is to find a place to live that I actually want to, which I have to say has been pretty much the hardest thing I've actually needed to do in this game, since there's a lot of really scenic spaces in this. So that's the plan for today. Drinkable water, hopefully find a place to live. Thankfully we actually did spawn in a climate that is not too terrible. So yeah, I'll mine these up, and then yeah, come along, see what we end up with. Come on. That should be enough clay for what we plan to do for a bit. Anything that wants to eat me right now? Not from by the looks of it. So, grab that. Food. Right. Then we would need plant fibers. Oh, we can also get rid of these. Save up space right now. This would be a good one to get that early thatch requirement out of the way, since we strip that with a knife. Grab some of that. Then I think, yeah, this is fresh water, that's hardened stone, so I think this might be a good place to get started. And put these down just to save some space. Save us some space. Get some of the sticks. Get that out of the way. That to get a knife. Nope. Find. There. We can craft a knife. Do this. So place this down to dry. I know technically you need to dry these on drying mats, but I have said it once, I will say it again. I am not the most patient of people, so I like crafting them into these blocks just so that they can actually dry 4 at a time. I know it's not the most efficient way of doing it. I know you can get more done by actually come on. You use the drying mats. I just do not personally like that very much, having to babysit a drying mat. But how many axe heads are you going to give me? What am I doing wrong here? 1. Thank you. Alright, that gives us what we need, because that was painstaking. Alright. We need this to do that. That will speed up the process of grabbing plant fiber. Come on. Oh, that was a very good one. Go. Good. I think we can get rid of that. Pick this up, so break this into more. So that it's going to drop everything on the ground, so no, let's not do that. That's 4 done already. Good. Drop the melons, put down the axe head, get this, craft it into more plant blocks. Go. Then from this we do wheat, do the knife. Oh. That's been perfect. That gives us exactly what we need to make. We missed that by just a slight bit. Not. Grab this block, see how much we get out of it, because we are. That way. You need this to craft the hammer. Get rid of that. I think to get rid of some of this space, finish this. Vessel for a backpack. Then we need not that. Get this into a jug and then just make an extra one, because I don't trust the 1% chance that it has of breaking on you. Right, then from here we need a pot. That guy. Good, and then we need a vessel as well. Good. We might as well dig a 3rd hole. Here we do another drinking jug, so we don't have to waste our time making a fire. Then we've got one more use, and I think we do another vessel. So, good. We could actually find just a smidgen of more clay. We could actually do the pan straight away, because that is something we do need as well. One extra thing to carry around, but it would save us the hassle of making a pit kiln again, just for, here we go. There we go. Making a pit kiln just to get to the pan. Then it's from the pan. We'll obviously need to process down copper, and in the same breath we could just do whatever casting we need then. This was supposed to be a pan, if I remember correctly. It should... There we go. Alright, so that gives us the pan as well. Have the string for the axe. We have enough thatch break down to actually put straw in all of these and just have all of them fire at the same time. There we go. Perfect. Those down, grab the axe head, grab a stick to get rid of the dirt. That, and that gives us the axe. Perfect. Then we need 8, 16, 24 pieces of wood. In. That's 10 logs. Get rid of that. I do not see us being here that long to actually warrant planting new trees. And however, grab sticks. I should have just gone directly for this tree. Get rid of those. We have to pick up all of this wood. And the rest of it go. No clue. Alright. Grab all of those sticks. Perfect. And we can do this. Alright. These can go up here. This. There we go. Oh wow. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, goodbye, Mr. Tree. Gonna set the entire forest on fire. Try not to do this. Try not to do this. Alright, that tree is unfortunately beyond help. That's not good. That is a bit of a problem. Alright, once that's done burning, get rid of that. That is a lot of unneeded pollution going that way. That's also something we're gonna have to figure out how to handle, because I've never actually had to deal with pollution before. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Okay. That's not good. Alright, that's not good. That tree is... Ow! Can you be extinguished, please? Apparently not. Right, that tree is done for. Alright, that fire does not want to be put out, so... Alright. Yeah. Alright. We'll just wait for this to finish. In the meantime, none of that is dry, so... Can you not? That's too high for me to... I'm just chopping this thing down. Hopefully that kind of... Oh no, that's not gonna work. Let's just cool down. Or am I going to die if I drink this? No, alright, fine. Extinguish! Damn it. Either do you. You don't want to either. Okay. Alright, this is not ideal. Let's do this. Alright, that didn't work. Grab the dirt. Smother it. Grab this dirt. Smother it. The tree I'm not stressed about. Alright. Well. There we go. Grab this thatch. And that. Alright. These we would need two pieces of string to give us this, which we just drop there for a second. The axe down, grab that. We need another two pieces of string, so put that down over there. Can we... Don't do that. Can we extinguish this tree? We can. Alright. That gets rid of that fire hazard. That gets rid of that. Alright. Everything is back under control. Alright. Then I think we'll probably end up either... I think we'll end up going down in search of a river to kind of get everything set up, because we do want access to running water for create. I might be wrong. I'm not sure if it has to be running water. I don't think putting it in something like a lake is going to be a good idea, so I don't want to test that theory, so we'll be scratching around till we find a river, and then kind of setting up permanently around that. Once that is done, I think what we can do in the meantime is grab 3 of these and start another fire. Hopefully more controlled. That should be enough. There we go. Perfect. Then we grab cooking pot. You there, and then in the same breath, because we actually timed that, half decently grab 2 stones. We don't have to relight it. Jug. Start filling this up. This has to be filled all the way up before it actually starts boiling. 2 more. Alright, so that can start boiling. So that's why we made that many jugs, is to kind of avoid the need to boil all of that water, go through all of that effort, and only get 1 or 2 drinks out of it. Slightly more resources, but it does help you in the long time, not having long term to not have to do that while you are moving up and down, still trying to find your way. Alright, then let's do this. Melons you can cut with a knife. It's the pumpkin you have to hit with a hammer. Grab some of that. Then these vessels are cool enough. So that down. Pick this guy up, so pop that down, drop this in there, that in there. We'll keep the melon. That's like 3 more uses out of that. Grab all of the ceramic jugs, put that inside of this vessel to save some space. The pan we can take out and place in there as well. Grab this vessel, that over there. Then grab this thatch block. All of these. Because that should give us enough of that. Plus a string. We need nope. We need that. Plus that and that to give us the torch, so we can manage our sanity. There we go. So now if that's placed on the floor, it'll actually bring your sanity up. Then take all of that out. Give it a quick drink. Pull it up. Good. Then, okay, right clicking that doesn't do jack diddly. Right. We can fill that vessel with all of that. That one is empty. That can go that way. Remember to pick up the seeds. Go in there. The other melon is in there as well. Then we can break this. Grab the pot. Put the pot in there. That goes that way. That goes that way. Some semi-decent inventory management. We can get rid of 1 log. Pick this up. Put that on our back, so we have sticks in there, so that's perfect. Just should pick it because I'm not entirely sure where it's supposed to go. Alright. Grab torch. Pick this up again. Plonk them down where we need them. Then begin to move slightly further down this way. Just walk like this so I can have somewhat of an idea if we might get attacked. But climate-wise, we are good. We just need to find running water. It's a cow. That should technically drop a large hide, should it not? Alright. Oh, familiarity, wear and tear. Oh, this is a bull. Alright. Sorry, bull. Guys, to get the entire carcass, which we don't want. This might have been not good. Because I do not think... No, that is huge. That's the problem. I don't... You would need... That is unfortunate. I thought that would drop a pelt of some sort. Gazelle? Back here. I think because this drops medium. Medium should be fine to actually I think we need medium to create the straw bed. Nope. Let's do bed. Thatch bed. I think it's a medium hide. It's a large hide. That's a bit of an issue. Alright. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Yeah, the only way to break that carcass down, I think, is with a hook. I don't think you can break it down. And if you put together I need to take you. Stop typing, please. I think if you put two big hides in a crafting bench, two medium hides in a crafting bench, you get a large hide. I hope. That was rather unfortunate. Keep going. That's rather... I really thought... Alright. Thought wrong. 5,000 blocks. This really is over here. Maybe if we look down here, we might actually get lucky. Can I walk around this? I can. Alright, let's walk around this. There's another witch hut or whatever the hell that is. I don't like the look of this place. Quite a bit of mud we can come pick up at some point. We need to end up crafting mud bricks or something to start off with. Obviously, I don't have a knife. See. I don't know if this gazelle's gonna be what I need. Sorry, guy. But I need a bed. I need a bed. Medium. Roll. We'll figure that out. I hope this wasn't in vain. Rudy. What does that place look like? Pretty sure. No, you can put 4 small. And you get a bigger one. Whether or not it works the same with medium, I am not sure. Alright, so we have this. Kind of nice. We have dark access to feathers. What is that? Skeleton. Go around them. Now I have storage space, I'm just not using it. So far we've gotten lucky with predator spawns. It does not seem like much is interested in us right now, so I am not complaining. I hope I didn't jinx it. What is wild maze? Maybe a little bit more to the left. Oh, and we also need to do this. Alright, there goes our melon. What do we look like over here? It's not really flat. It's a bit of a problem. But this could be something. Maybe. I feel like I'm not entirely sure if the create wheel is gonna work. But lack of running water does mean we will need to rely, I think, on windmills. Which is not a bad thing, I mean. Some more clay over here. Yet to run over any spots of ore. But I do kind of like this. It'll require a lot of building to get it usable, but I kind of like that little spot we've got going on there. Chalk. Possibly there? What do we look like over here? I think it's just going to require too much building. I do think so. Let's have a last look over here. I'm stuck in some sort of water plant. What is that? Is that a manatee? As long as it's not a hippo. Alright, have a look over here. This is all marshland. Lucky enough that don't have... What in the hell is that? Pretty sure that's a lion. Pretty sure that was a lion. I did not know you could get a lion, actually. That taken out. Alright, that way is a definite no-go. So we will be sticking, I think, here. It's going to require quite a bit of terraforming to get it to look like something. Rosewood. Terraforming and moving some stuff around. Sycamore. To get this to look like something, but I think this could work. I think we're going to have to do quite a... I don't know how much space we would need on a... on the scale of stuff when it comes to create and all the other stuff, but I mean, I think this could work. I think this could work. Yeah. I think this works. I think this could work. It's not too far down to get to water, at least. I think this could work. This could work. Alright. I think we set up a temporary camp right here. That is where the lion tried to eat. Or might be having second thoughts. Yeah, maybe just have a look over here. This also has decent... This area is flatter. This we can always do something with that. We've got a fruit tree, which is great. What is this? Bison. I think we might actually call it. Might actually call this home. I think we call this home. Yeah. I kind of like the look of this. This should give us enough space to do what we need to do. We've got even more space over there. We can bring a few trees over. It's going to take some time, but we can do that. I think this could work. All right, let's unpack. That. These two can go on the floor. That can go over there. This we can lay out here. Along. Alright, unpack those. I just don't think we've got any hardened stone around us. It's a bit of a bummer. Third. Broad the side. Would need to find a piece of hardened stone. There we go. There's our hardened stone right there. So if you're ever looking for hardened stone, just look for stone that is essentially suspended in the air, and you are fine. How far did we go back? Not that far actually. Okay, so it's not too far. It's right there. We'll just have to make up a bit of rules so that we aren't running around unnecessarily every time. Bring the heads over. All right. So let's do 3 of these. We grab our sticks and grab our pot. Actually bring over another 3. Now 2 stones. Right. So we can start 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should be fine. 3. Make the fire starter. Got a jug. Bring empty one over. Pot down. 3. That's gonna be a bit unfortunate. Alright. Then start filling this guy so that we have water when we need it. 1, 2, 3. Good. Drop those in. Down. Alright. Then back up we go. Alright. We've got those, so next let's grab stones. Probably ones that stack because... Oh, okay. Okay, not bad. Put this down. Let's put that down. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. come back for that. You remember we've got a small surface piece over there. Alright, so then we need to go grab off some tools quickly. What do we have here? Native silver. Oh, hardened. We'll do this from top. Put that in our offhand just to save some space. Move that over. Good. Alright, so we need some tools. Why not? What's she doing that leaf guy? Hmm? Hey, sure. Yeah, man. Dog is busy attacking a leaf again. Alright, let's move these hammers over. Broken. Axe gives us that. Gives us nothing. And that gives us javelin heads. Alright, we'll keep the javelin heads because... Alright, gives us 1, 2, 3. Doing this for a while, unfortunately. Because they do have a tendency of breaking on us. Right. Keep 2 hammers. I'm going to need quite a few axes. Let's do a few of these so I can free up another slot. We never got to knives, actually. Not very clever. All right, we'll finish this stack and then work it so that we have knives as well. All right, so that gives us 1. Gives us 2. Then from the axe we need 2 of those. Great. There we go. And 4. Perfect. Grab a few shovels. I think we might actually need to make more than 4 axes just for... Alright, I think that should be fine. Back over. Get this organized around. We should have water ready by now, which is great. Alright, so 2 of those, 2 of these, 4 of those. I have no idea why we have 5 hammers. We'll keep 2. Get rid of that. 4 shovels, 2 javelin. Alright. That is perfect. Now we need to make another knife. Alright. Grab the plant fibers. Okay, so if you have that in your offhand, you can actually place it. Might be interesting. Alright. Fine, we can leave that there just so for sanity's sake. That. Go away. Alright, so that gives us this guy. So let's go and grab quite a few of this. then what happened with this? I'm pretty sure you can't put it in a crafting grid and scrape it. No, I think you might actually. The crafting bench to get that done. Not entirely sure. Might be wrong though. Alright, so let's get this done so that this can dry. Those can dry, which is great. I need food, so grab that. Then let's take this out. That vessel can be there. These we can kind of just place on the floor for now. This fire starter over there. What's in here? That's all stuffs. So that you can come out, you can come out, you go in and in. There we go. Shift click, close, draw. We bash down there. Good there. All right. All right, we're getting somewhere. Then I want to test something quick when it comes to gravel. I know you have to be standing in what to do this, but I just want to test something. Grab gravel from this side. But I don't have to bob around like an idiot. Grab an entire stack. Because the flint that we get from this is also kind of useful for hatchets. Alright, that should be enough of that. Let's grab, while we have the shovel with us. Grab some clay, because we are going to need that. Not nearly enough, but... And we have some of that as well. All right. Go back. And this is sand. It's not going to work with sand. Oh, I'll find out now. We can take that out. That can stay there because it won't split stacks. Open this guy. Drop you in there, and we drop you in there. Down. Switch this to our offhand. Alright, so you lose the functionality of your offhand when... Yes, you lose the functionality of your offhand. Bit of an Not gonna work. Yeah, you lose the functionality of your offhand. Alright. A little bit of a kick. Because I had to shuffle that up. And then right click it, it would drop it. Then offhand place. Control. It's only swap or offhand. Alright, so this was a bit null and void, I think. But what we can do this. What we could do is grab that and then place a strip of it like that, and then just use the hand. To do this. We could do that. 10 gives us a soul. We would need a chisel, we would need 30 pieces. To get this done. Alright, I'm not going to make you watch this. I'm going to be back by the time we have enough copper to make a chisel, a saw, a prospecting pick, as well as a pickaxe, I think, depending on how it goes. So I'll bring you back when I'm done with this. Alright, so we've spent the better part of 15-20 minutes panning this riverbed, and we are making progress, but it is kind of slow. So I think for the sake of this video, I think we call it here. But that being said, we did find some bismuth over on that side. So hopefully we've got bronze close by. We found a nugget of malachite, so there's a possibility of that being close by. And then native copper we found over here. So we might actually not have a bad start, but that remains to be seen by this ominous thunderstorm behind me. So yeah, I think that is going to be it for today. But then we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.